Welcome back to this video. In this video, we'll be going through units of production method. It's a usage-based method. Only when the asset works, it depreciates. It is available in professional and business tiers only under Depreciation Lab app. Again, it's a usage-based method and not a time-based method. So units of production formula has a two-step. First, you need to derive rate per unit. So you need to calculate cost minus salvage value. So your asset cost minus the salvage value you have predicted, and that needs to be divided by total estimated units. So that becomes the depreciation base. And step 2, you need to calculate the periodic depreciation, which is equal to units produced multiplied by rate per unit. So the rate will be applied to the actual usage in each period. So if the asset is idle in that period, it produces 0 units. It records 0 depreciation for that period. So this method is best when you want to match the actual wear and tear. It fluctuates with the output level of your any assets which produces in any kind of metric. The usage of that particular asset derives the expense, not the calendar. So this is a simple example. Here the asset cost is 100,000. The salvage value is 10,000. The depreciation base would be $90,000. And total estimated unit from this particular asset is 900,000 items, and year 1 production is 150,000 items. So the step 1 would be to calculate rate per unit. That would be 100,000 minus $10,000 divided by 900,000 units, which is the total estimated units. So the rate per unit would be 10 cents or 0.10 per unit. Now to calculate depreciation in year 1, you need to multiply 150,000 units, which you saw on the left side. 150,000 units or items were produced by this particular asset or this machinery. You need to multiply the same by 0.10 per unit, that is 10 cents per unit, and that will give you 15,000 depreciation in year 1. So the machine depreciates at $15,000 a year as a depreciation based on 150k units. If it sits idle in year 2, the depreciation would be 0. So this is the overview of the units of production method, and I will show you now the live demo of how this particular method, units of production, is configured inside the Depreciation Lab. So I'm logged in as a business user. So this method is available only if you are a professional user, as a subscriber, or a business user. So this is the input parameters. So here I have set up the units of production for Industrial Injection Moulding Machine. And these are the asset inputs: asset name, the block, the cost, the purchase date, the salvage value. And here you can see the life is 0. It is not applicable. As I mentioned, the depreciation calculation is based on the units produced, not the useful life for the units of production method. Here you can set up currency, the tax shield you have, the tax percentage, and the discount rate if you want to calculate the present value of tax shield. So here I have entered the maximum units, which is 10 million. And here are the number of units. Capacity is calculated based on the various criteria. So this is a very complex example where we have entered everything in this particular scenario. So this is the critical part. If you don't enter production log, the whole calculation will not work. So you must enter the period of production. So in this case, it is April 2024 to December 2024. So only for 9 months, we have produced 75,000 units, and so on for other years. And this particular scenario is complex, as I said. So it has a capital improvements with the units changing, and also the impairment and disposal. So we will go through more of this example in the later part of the videos when we do deep dive. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you up in the next video.